In the last series of videos, I talked about investing in treasury bonds. Someone raised an important element for me to talk about the tax element in investing when you have to invest in a treasury bond. Very important point. One of the things you have to appreciate is in the world of making money, you must pay Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Very few things that are going to legitimately make you money without you paying tax. So it's an element that you should embrace. We are still fortunate, I'm going to use that word fortunate, that in Uganda we still have a little bit of tax avoidance measures that do not encompass all of us. But if you are trying to enter into legitimate way of doing money, you must embrace and accept that you're going to pay tax off the money you make. So treasury bonds are no exceptions. But there are two types of treasury bonds. There is what we call the medium-term treasury bonds and long-term treasury bonds. And these different types of tenors attract different tax elements. So in this first video, I'm going to talk about the 2-year up to 5-year treasury bonds because they have a different tax impact. Then I'll talk about also the 10-year and above. What do the 2 years, 3 years, 5 years mean? It means you are lending money to the government through Bank of Uganda for, say, a 5-year period, that if you lend it 10 million, every single year it's going to be giving you a profit as agreed by the coupon rate. Then after 5 years, they give you back your money. To some, it can be 2 years. You lend it for 2 years. After 2 years, they give you back your money. So the short-term treasury bonds, that's the 2 years, 3 years, and 5 years, attract a tax element of 20%. Let's use, for example, the 5-year treasury bond, which has a 14% interest rate. At 14%, it means if you are investing your 10 million, roughly $3,000, every single year, it's going to make you 14% interest, which is around 1.4 million UGX. Of the 1.4, of the profits or the coupon you make, not on your principal you have invested, they tax off 20%. That means on the 1.4 million, they will take off 20%, which is around 280. Out of the 1.4, when they take off 280, you remain with 1.12 million. So that means the decision for you, part of the decision to make on which bond to buy is actually a tax impact element. That should I buy a 2-year bond where I'm going to pay 20% tax? Should I buy a 3-year bond where I'm going to pay 20% tax, or a 5-year bond? If you end up choosing, let's say, 5-year bond, you be sure that after 5 years, they'll give you back your money. You do not need to wait for long. Right? You do not need to wait for long to get your money back. You get your money in literally 5 years, but in these 5 years, you have been making money. So someone who has invested a 10 million in a 5-year bond, every single year, they are going to make averagely 1.2 million before compounding. And after that's close to 6 million. After 5 years, they give them their 10 million. That's a total of 16 million. They move on to do something else. If they compound and they keep investing this 1.2 million in another bond, after 5 years, they might walk away with around 24, 25 million. That's the benefit of the bonds, you know? So the 2 years, 3 years, and 5 years, you pay a 20% tax on the income you make. And it's deducted at source. You're not about to default URA. Unfortunately not. So when you are coming this side, you must embrace that you're going to pay tax off that. But that is the short to medium term. The 20% withholding tax is to the short to medium term. So if you do not want to pay that much tax, 20% tax, and you want to pay, let's say, 10% tax, you come to the second video where I'm going to talk about the longer term treasury bonds and the inherent impact of that in you making the decision. Thank you so much.